Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you how I made heat retention curtains. And they're kind of just like, not really curtains, but I guess you could call them curtains. They cover the window. They're really beautiful because I made them out of the tapestries that I had left over from the house that I was in previously. And they're really awesome because they're thick, because there's several layers. I've got them held up there with Velcro, and I sewed the opposite side Velcro onto the edge here so that it would hold it, but I had to fold these tapestries so that they were the correct size for the window. And you could make these curtains, if you will, out of almost anything. Well, not really anything, but several layers of a sheet or blankets or something that you're not using. You might even find something at the thrift store. But what I did was I folded it to be the right size for the window, and then I tacked it with the sewing machine. Like I sewed it a little bit there, I sewed it there, I sewed it in each corner, and then I put it up with tacks. See those tacks there? Those are heavy-duty tacks that you can buy at your hardware store. And they're decorative-looking tacks that hold it on the top. And then I just kind of roll it up. It's not really easy to roll it up. I might find myself some kind of a tube thing to put it on there and then roll it up and then pull the tube out. And then just affix it to the top with the Velcro. But yeah, they're cool. I've got them in all different colors. That one there, and I'm not going to pull them all down for you, obviously, but you can get the gist of what they look like. There's a red one. And then in the bathroom here is one up there. But I could tell last night that they really worked good. I was excited. I was like, wow, this is great. I don't think the heat is coming on as much. It's staying warmer in here. And I want to show you something else that's really cool. Because if you seal the windows, fairly well sealed they are, then you're not going to get any oxygen in here. I was noticing before that I wasn't getting much airflow through the windows, even with them open, if the wind wasn't blowing outside. So last night I tried a little experiment. I was just messing around and I cracked the door. And I took my hand and I felt down here on the bottom, and I could feel that there was cool air coming in on the bottom. And as I moved my hand up, I felt that there was no air coming in on the top. And so what I learned is that the difference in temperature between the heat up here and the coolness down here creates some kind of a vacuum in which the cool air comes in down here and the warm air goes out here. Now, of course, you don't want warm air leaving your house, but there's just no perfection in this regard. I mean, if there is, I don't know about it. Okay, so you've got to have oxygen in the house. So what I did was I just left the door open a crack, and depending on how much wind and or heat, etc., blah, 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 is coming in, you can tell what you need by just feeling and breathing. If you want it closed more, then just close it a little more. Feel again. And there you go. Now, a professional one of these things, heat air intake deal, could be made with a big, long, skinny, windowish looking thing. Someone could invent that and then provide it for the world at every hardware store out there. Now, whether or not people would buy it at this time, I don't think so. Because people need to get respect for this world. I'm going to show you something really quick. When I lived in Asheville, and for the last many, many years, I recycled. And so, you know, I'm out in the country now, and they don't do a whole lot of recycling here. There's no recycling program. But I called the garbage place, and they do recycle there. And living here at this resort, I have the option of taking my own garbage in if I want to. And so I opted for that as soon as I found out that there was recycling at the garbage place. Bought myself another can. My recycling goes in there. When that gets full, oh, also, this I'm using for paper. Okay, so that's my paper stuff. When the recycling gets full, I put it out here in the big can. And everything has been really cleaned. Every glass container, metal container, plastic container, totally clean, so there's no stink at all. And I don't have like a garbage disposal. So I have to clean everything really well around here. And I use a compost bucket just like before. There's my compost bucket. Since I don't have a garden here, I'm burying that in the forest. Just take my shovel out somewhere out there and bury it. And so there you go. Garbage stays in a plastic bag. Recycling goes loose in the garbage can. And recycling paper and compost. So there you go. I hope y'all benefited from this. And remember, all of this stuff that I'm doing, learning, building towards a new life constantly, it's just like a never-ending evolutionary deal, you know? And it makes it fun to get your life better and better. And it's exciting. And that's one of the things that's really important with having a good life. So thanks for joining me. I hope you're well. I hope you had a great Christmas, and you're gonna have an awesome New Year.